Hi, and welcome back on the channel. So the concept that I want to show you today is one little tool that will help you find new phrases out of what you already have. One of the most common problems that occurs when we're learning drums is the idea that we have to constantly gather more and more material. I gotta learn a new technique. I gotta buy a new drum book. I have to learn a new chop. These are all things that at least once in our life we've all told ourselves. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing bad with learning new things, of course. The point is that a lot of times we are sitting on gold mines without even knowing it, and just with a simple touch of creativity, we can unleash thousands, if not millions, of new combinations or phrases out of just one simple idea. So to start out, let's take one simple fill, one extremely simple fill, and try to manipulate it to see what we can come up with. Now we'll interpret this fill as beat 3 and 4 of our fill bar, 4/4 fill bar, and then we'll have a bass drum with a crash cymbal on beat 1 of the next bar, which sounds like this. Obviously, one of the main reasons why this fill sounds and makes sense the way it does is because we're starting on a beat and we're landing on a beat, specifically beat 1 of the next bar, as I said before. Now, this is obviously the most common way to play a fill. So what would happen if we took that fill and just moved it around, maybe backwards or forwards? Now, when I say moving the fill around, I'm also assuming that the bass drum with the crash cymbal will move accordingly to the fill, meaning that it will not fall on 1 anymore, but it will fall right after the last note of the fill. This will contribute to have a much more musical impactful phrase. Let's start by anticipating the fill by 1/8 note. This will mean that we're going to be starting the fill on the end of beat 2, and it's going to end on the end of beat 4. As you can already hear, we are creating a completely new phrase, a completely new fill out of just basically the exact same thing. Now let's try to do the same thing, but 1/8 note later. So this will mean we're going to be starting the fill on the end of beat 3, and we're going to land on the end of beat 1 of the following bar, which sounds like this. Okay, cool. Now let's try to move the fill backwards by just 1/16th note. This means that we're going to be starting the fill on the of beat 2 and it's going to finish on the of beat 4, which sounds like this. As you can hear, the result is once again different if we compare it to the 8th note placings. We can now try to move the fill 1/16th note forward. This will mean that we're going to be starting the fill on the E of beat 3, and we're going to finish it on the E of beat 1 of the following bar. Cool. I want to make you notice that for the fill in its most basic form, I only decided to use the snare at the same dynamic level. This is because I wanted to create a very impactful way of making you guys perceive how much stuff we're missing from the most simple things. Now, do all these phrases work in any musical context? No, obviously not. And that's not the point of this lesson. The point is that each one of these phrases serves a different musical purpose. And that's a great thing to steal when you're stuck thinking, I don't have enough ideas to sound interesting. Also, remember that we didn't use all the possible solutions for this fill. I just showed you 4 of them. You can keep moving the fill backwards and forward until you find something that fits the music that you're playing or your musical taste. As always, I really want to encourage you guys to take this stuff and be creative with it your own way. Thanks for watching, people. I'll catch you very soon. Bye.